Hey Cancers, and welcome to my channel. I'm here doing your singles and separation for May 15th to June 15th. This is for those of you who are in separation from a person that you are open to them returning to you. You are wanting them to, or you are open to the idea of considering it if they returned. If you don't want your ex back, then this isn't for you. I won't pick up on your energy. If you are done and over, then, then I encourage you just to watch my regular monthly reading that I will have out. For those of you waiting on readings for this last week, I had a massive tooth issue and I ended up having 2 teeth pulled. So I'm trying to catch up. I will get them to you as soon as possible. Thank you so very much for being patient in the delivery of your readings. So I do apologize and I thank you so very much for understanding. It's still sore. My face is still kind of swollen, but it feels a lot better. So, okay, let's get started. For you, Cancer, your first card out is your current situation. And that is the Page of Wands. The person you're in separation from, what is their current situation? This Cancer's person's current situation. They have the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. The challenges from the past that still need resolved before you can move forward. What are your blocks for Cancer? The Page of Swords. And the current challenges arising in your energy. The 10 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. And Spirit's advice as far as your course of action to bring this relationship closer together is the Hermit. And your outcome is the Ace of Swords. Nice. Your bottom of the deck and shared situational energy is the 7 of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. The bottom of the deck, however, is the Sun. This, oh wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. This isn't going to last forever. I will go through your bottom of the deck after a while, but the sun, the dawn is coming, or yeah, don't focus on the darkness of the night, because we are promised every day an opportunity to change our course due to free will. We are promised every morning that sun is going to shine, that sun is going to rise, and the universe fulfills that promise. Have we ever gone a day where the sun forgot to come up? It's not going to forget about you. It's not going to leave you in the dark. The universe is going to bring you the illumination needed in order to move forward, in order to bring this back together, in order to find healing and peace and balance, patience, love for oneself. This dark night of the soul you're going through is almost over. The sun is about to rise and you're going to be illuminated in a whole new way. So try to hold on tight to the emotions that you're going through, the feelings, the heartache, because it will be over soon. And there's no one in this world that wouldn't feel the pain and heartache that you've gone through. You have some big cards here, Cancer. You have the 7 of Swords. So you are the person that you are dealing with. They didn't want the moon shining in on the situation. They didn't want things to be illuminated through the moon's light. They're trying to sneak away, trying to hide. They didn't want the truth coming out, because what they did in the dark, they were ashamed of. They knew it was going to break your heart, or you knew it was going to break their heart. Whoever was the one that did this 7 of Swords energy, they knew it was going to destroy the other person. That's why they tried so hard to keep it a secret. That's why they tried so hard to run from the moonlight. That is why they ghosted a lot of you, because it was about to all explode. It was about to all blow up, and everything was about to be public knowledge. They ran, they ghosted, they took off before there was an opportunity for that to happen. Even though they knew it was going to kill you, for them to take off, to run away and never hear from them again, without any explanation, without any reason, without any answers to the million questions that you had by this person's course of action, they knew it would probably hurt less than you finding out that they had another family, they had another spouse, or they had a spouse, they had a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a fiance. So they took the path of least heartache, even though it still destroyed you. And all the while you're so confused, because you're like, why didn't you just tell me? I would have understood. Why didn't you give me answers? I would have gotten over it. Why didn't you tell me at least? Because that wouldn't have hurt as bad. They acted quickly without thinking. And they thought at the time it was doing the least amount of damage, even though they knew what they were doing was wrong when they were doing it. It really stole the opportunity that you guys had to really begin building a life together, the new beginning with this Ace of Pentacles. They still want this. They still want that new beginning, but they're still running. They're still running in the moonlight. They're not ready to come forward and be honest about what has happened between the two of you. For some of you, this could have just recently happened within the last year, and there's not any communication yet. But don't worry, the sun is about to rise. Right now, you are in this Page of Wands energy. You're wanting to learn, you're wanting to know, you're wanting to learn what happened, to figure out these feelings. You're searching up online, what is this? Why do I feel like this? Some of you could have searched up, what is a soulmate? What is it? And you came across twin flames, or, just trying to find answers to what this possibly could have been. You could have contacted a psychic, and, because that's what I get looking at that girl's eyes, but you're just reaching out to every avenue imaginable to get answers, because the one person that has the answers is avoiding the truth, is avoiding giving the answers. So you're just searching, just looking for knowledge, looking for information. But part of, a Four of Cups moment here, this is part of the blessing in the lesson. You're becoming that much more knowledgeable. You're waking up. You're opening up to your life's purpose. You're going through your dark night of the soul, which is going to open you up to gifts, which is going to bring you to a new place of spirituality. Right now, you can't see that because you're blinded by the hurt and the pain. But you will, at one point in this journey, see why this all had to happen, why one domino fell into the next, and on down the line. But right now, you're just looking for answers. You want to know why, who, what, when, where. And once again, why? Why did you do this to me? Yeah. Why did you put me in this position in the first place? Why did you tell me that we were going to work on this? Why did you tell me we were going to build a life together? Why? Just question after question is what is going on in your head. And there's no answers for you yet. You felt like this was a divine connection. This was something out of this world, because it felt so much different than what any other relationship had. And that is what it is. It is your divine partner and source working as the Holy Trinity, being connected to a higher power for a bigger reason. And that's part of the question too. Like, how could this be so amazing? How could we feel like this and yet they still take off? Did they not feel the way I felt? Did they not feel the magnetism? Did they not feel? They felt it, but they had to go back. This is part of their karma. They had to return to the person that they originally betrayed to be with you. They had to go back there and finish this in the right way. If they want a new beginning, if they want a door of opportunity to open up for their future, they had to return to the original scene of the crime with their spouse or long-term partner that they cheated on with you, They had to go back and clear up the karma. They had to go back and end things the right way. They had to go back and no matter how much it broke their heart to break your heart, they had to go back and deal with another person's sadness that they created by, once again, their actions. And they had to clear that up. They had to go end this the right way if they ever wanted this 10 of Cups, this emotional abundance. And they couldn't carry that karma around with them. They had to go back and make sure that they did everything they could in order to, yeah, it came out sideways. So they had a choice. They had to choose to go back and clear up this heartache if they wanted to choose love and have happiness in the future. They had a choice between lovers, and they knew it was going to break your heart, and it breaks their heart to be away from you, Cancer, but they did go back to somebody that they were with in the past, trying to figure out what this all is. Ending the cheating, ending the third party, cutting you off, and returning back to see if they could fix this 5 of Cups by returning and turn it into 10 of Cups. They're that in that part of their journey. They're going to see over time that this is not possible, that the betrayal and the heartache is there. It was a loveless relationship before it got to this point, but they have to, for their own peace of mind, go back and make sure that they did everything they could to try to make it work. Because there are children involved. There are other people that are being affected, and they have a guilt about that. But the truth is going to come into you soon. In the future energy, you do have truth. It's going to come in very quickly. It's going to hurt. But you need this. It's going to hurt in a way that it's hard to hear. But you're going to be so relieved that you finally have the answers to why they did this, that it's actually going to feel healing. So what you hear, it's going to suck. You know, you don't want to hear about how they went back to somebody else. But by them openly and honestly answering your questions with hurtful truth, even though it's truth, even though it's hurtful, it's truth. And that's going to bring you healing. This is actually going to benefit you. You're going to feel better. And it's going to clear the slate. It's going to clear the path, the roadway for the two of you to come together to create a new beginning and to bring in this 10 of Cups. They had to go back for themselves and realize that this person can never bring them the 10 of Cups like you can. So they went back and tried, and they're going to realize that the only way that they can have the 10 of Cups feeling that they have with you is with you. And they will then choose to come back. And the two of you will create. For some of you in the past, you could have had or got pregnant by this person and either chose not to have it or had a miscarriage, and you're holding on to that resentment. It's time to let that go as well. I feel for you. I'm so sorry if that was the case, but it's going to be okay. You're going to get the chance to create this family with this person in the future, but you have to let go of that heartache, as hard as that is. But Archangel Michael is blessing this union. This will return when the two of you are ready on this path. In your current energy, Cancers, you're holding on to that 10 of Swords. It's time to let that hurt go and begin this healing process. And the other thing standing in your way in the current energy is this other person. The person that they are nurturing a different relationship with and have a home with. These are the two things that are standing in your way right now. It's hard to get over the hurt and the pain of the deceit and the betrayal when they are currently doing it. So that is your challenge. Why is the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords here? Yeah, you feel like this is so unfair because it is. But it's part of their journey. Like I said, we all come here with lessons. We all come here with karma, and we have to deal with that. Right now, they're nurturing a home with somebody else. And this is your challenge because they told you they were going to leave this relationship. They told you they were going to get divorced. They were going to be with you. They were going to be back. Now it just feels like all they're doing is being unfair to you. They lied to you. They were unjust. They were living a lie. They were living a double life. And now they went back to the one person they said they would never go to, and it hurts. It hurts really bad. So that's your biggest challenge, to get over that, to move on past this, to move past the hurt, the pain, the betrayal, and begin that healing, to let go of the heartache of this cheating energy, this deceit. This is very painful. But the best way to get over this is to move forward, to move on, to move away from this past energy, to let things balance out, to let them realize for themselves that they aren't going to be able to make this work. No matter, the harder you try to bring them back in, with like trying to talk them back into coming, or trying to trick them into back coming, the further away it's going to make them. They have to learn this lesson on their own. It's their karma, not yours. So the best thing for you to do is to let things balance out and work out on their own. And in the meantime, you move forward, move on. I'm not saying you have to be with somebody else, but move out of this heartache, move out of this deceit. Try not to focus on them being at home with somebody else. Let that all go. And because the Chariot moves to the Star card, the Chariot leaves the Tower after the upheaval. The Chariot rides the guy rides the Chariot out single with his own cup and heads to the Star. The Star teaches it then how to heal, how to fill that cup back up on its own. And that's where you're headed. That's where you need to go. Leave this situation, head towards the Star, and in divine timing with that Star card, the two of you will come back together. But you have to go to the Star before that'll happen. You're stuck at the crash wreckage. You're standing there looking at everything in pieces, waiting for them to return to help build this back together again. But unfortunately, in the twin flame journey, it doesn't work that way. You have to move on from the Tower, as hard as it is, by yourself, to that Star card. Find your own path of healing. Find your own answers. And that is what we call the dark night of the soul. Hitting your rock bottom and having to build yourself back up. And once you get that solid foundation to where they can join you, the Star card will align the stars and bring the two of you back together. But you have to leave the crash site first. So your challenge is to move forward. Go find that healing. It's time. Your outcome is beautiful, though, because you have the Hermit. This is going within. This is finding answers soul deep. Only you can find them. All the answers that you have, all the questions that you have the answers already, and it's within. That is a big lesson on this journey. Everything that you need to know is in your soul. You have to find it. That's part of the journey. That's part of the getting there. That's part of the reward of the 10 of Cups, is because you didn't stop at the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9. You kept pushing. You kept going soul deep to find your inner light. You're going to find a beautiful place of healing within your own self. By you finding yourself, finding out who you are, what you want to be, there's going to be a bright beacon of light that shines out with you. You're going to find the truth, the divine truth. You're going to find your own truth. You're going to find that you have gifts, that you're a healer, that you can help other people through this journey. You're going to be woke from the divine, no longer living in this cloud of confusion with the Ace of Swords, no longer living in doubt, no longer living in not knowing what tomorrow's not going to bring, not knowing what is beyond that cloud of fog that surrounds you. You're going to find the answers to not only your questions, but to your journey, your path, your direction, what you're meant to be doing, your soul's purpose when the two of you come back together. So when you go on this Hermit and you find and receive that truth with the Ace of Swords, that is when you're going to get this opportunity. That is when love is going to come back to you. That's when the door is going to open to your door of opportunity. And standing on the other side is going to be the person that you've been waiting for. Is going to be that soulmate, that twin flame, here with a gift from the universe for making it through this journey, making it this far, finding your inner light, using that light to help and guide others out of darkness, and living in the truth that Source is directly channeling through you. I mean, what an outcome for you, Cancers. Absolutely amazingly beautiful. Your bottom of the deck is the Sun. So The universe is trying to guide you down this journey. They're trying to lead you out of this to the Star card. The sun will guide you. The sun will illuminate you. The sun being the universe. They will bring you to where you need to be. Because where you need to go is this place of self-healing. Finding who you are. Finding patience within your own journey. Finding your balance. And restoring your mind, body, and soul. Because this has drained you. You have gone through a huge, or you currently are going through a huge spiritual transformation. Awakening. But when you wake, you're going to be on fire. You're going to have confidence, knowledge, wisdom of the divine, and moving forward, being a beacon of light for others. People are drawn to the Queen of Wands. Their vibration is so high that they naturally draw people into them so they can guide them, lead them through this darkness. You're going to gain so much strength and wisdom and knowledge of how this journey works in your dark night of the soul, in this death transformation process. And then, my dear, when you have gained this knowledge and confidence in yourself, that is when your King of Cups returns, offering you all this love that you have been waiting for. And I'm losing my voice, so some of you could need to clear and balance your throat chakra. All right, Spirit and Angels, what do Cancer singles and separation need to know about their journey? Okay, so you got express your love. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. But this needs to start within. Make the romantic gesture. Express your feelings. Write it down in a journal. Because for the majority of you, this person isn't talking to you at the moment. So write it down in a journal. If you could, if he was sitting right in front of you, if she was sitting right in front of you, what would you say? Go ahead, write it all down. Because that's going to help you release as well. But the time has come for you to retreat, disconnect from the world, take on this hermit. It's time for you to awaken in a spiritual sense. So disconnect. And most importantly, release them. Release that ex. Release them from your energy. Release the hurt, the pain. So you can heal. The time has come to clear your energy. The full moon is the 18th of May. I highly encourage for you to do a spiritual detox bath and a ritual, release ritual on the full moon or 2 days after, in that time frame, because you need to heal from this heartache to move forward. You can't heal with this constant Ten of Swords energy, and the thought of this ex. So release them, let them go, because when you let them go, if they're meant to be yours, they're going to come back. The saying is true. If you love it, set it free. If it returns, it's meant to be. So release them. Retreat. Find this inner light. And when you truly release them and you heal, that is when they're going to return. So that is what I have for you, Cancers. It actually is a beautiful reading, even though I know what you're going through does not feel beautiful, because you're going to make leaps and bounds in the next month. You're going to really have a shift in your perception, your thoughts. You're going to start receiving downloads from the universe. You're going to start to open up to your gifts, and you're going to start coming out of this transformation and start seeing why all this had to happen. That the gift they actually gave you in leaving was the gift of the person you are becoming. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, it's all going to start to make sense soon. So just hang in there. I promise it will get better. And you are coming. The sun is rising, so it won't be much longer before you're out of this dark night. So, all right, Cancers, I send you all healing, love, light, and God bless.